ready to explore some serious wisdom.
Yeah.
You wanted the core teachings of the Astabakra Gita, and we're diving right into Chapter 1.
We're not messing around.
No beating around the bush. A powerful dialogue between the sage Astabakra and King Janaka,
Yeah.
who's on a quest for knowledge, detachment, and ultimately liberation.
That's the goal.
No nonsense here, just straight up instructions for self-realization.
It's almost shocking how direct it is.
Right.
Imagine a king.
Used to everyone bowing to you.
Right.
Then this sage.
Comes along, sees right through your worldly power, basically says, okay, here's the real deal.
And Chapter 1 starts with King Janaka pouring his heart out.
Yeah.
Asking all the big questions.
Laying it all out there.
How do I gain true knowledge? How do I shake off these attachments? How do I reach liberation?
It's interesting because these are questions we all grapple with,
Right.
whether we're kings or not.
Totally.
The desire for fulfillment, for freedom from suffering.
It's universal.
Yeah.
And
He
Astabakra,
doesn't waste any time.
he does not waste any time.
Verses 1.2 through 1.4.
Jumps right in with some potent advice.
He does. He tells Janaka to turn away from chasing fleeting sensory experiences.
Those external things that we think will make us happy.
Yeah. Instead, he says, focus on cultivating inner qualities.
He's very specific
Yes.
about what those qualities are. Forgiveness, sincerity, kindness, simplicity, truth.
He's laying out a blueprint
Yes.
for inner transformation.
It's not just about avoiding what's bad,
Right.
but actively cultivating a different way of being. But then he drops a major truth bomb.
Oh, yeah.
He tells Janaka, you are not these elements. Earth, water, fire, air. You are not even empty space. You are awareness, the witness.
This is where the Astabakra Gita really starts to challenge our conventional understanding of ourselves.
Okay.
It's saying we're not our bodies,
Right.
not our thoughts, not even our emotions. We were something much deeper.
Okay, I can already feel my mind stretching. How do we even begin to grasp this idea of being awareness? It seems so abstract.
Well, think about it this way.
Okay.
Right now, you're experiencing a variety of sensations. Sounds, thoughts, maybe even some emotions. But there's something that's aware of all of these experiences.
Right.
A silent observer that's not caught up in them. That's awareness.
So it's like the background of our experience, the space in which everything arises and passes away.
Exactly. And in verse 1.4,
Okay.
Ashtavakra basically says, if you want to experience true freedom and peace, drop the illusion of being a separate individual.
A limited self.
Yeah, just be awareness.
Wow, that's a radical shift in perspective.
It is.
It's like he's saying, stop identifying with the small, limited self and merge with the vastness of awareness.
And this is where the concept of non-duality comes in.
Right.
The idea that there's no separation between us and the universe, between the observer and the observed. It's all one unified reality.
That's a lot to take in.
It is.
But it's also incredibly liberating.
It is.
Because if we're not these separate, limited selves, what are we afraid of?
Right.
What's there to lose?
It really cuts through the root of so much of our suffering,
Right.
which comes from clinging to this idea of a separate self that needs to be protected and defended.
So in a way, it's about realizing our true nature as boundless awareness.
Yes,
And in doing so, finding freedom from fear and suffering.
exactly.
And Ashtavakra keeps building on this theme in the following verses.
He does.
In verse 1.5, he tells Janaka, you have no caste, no duties. You are formless and unattached.
The witness of everything.
Be happy.
It's like he's dismantling all the ways we typically define ourselves.
Yeah.
Our social roles, our beliefs, our identities.
None of that is truly who we are.
Nope.
It's a powerful message, especially in a society that often places so much emphasis on external labels and achievements. Ashtavakra is pointing us to something deeper, to the essence of our being that transcends all of those limitations.
To our true nature.
And he continues to hammer this home in verse 1.6,
Oh, yeah.
saying, right and wrong, pleasure and pain are just concepts in your mind.
They're all in the mind.
You're free from all of that.
Yeah.
You do nothing. You enjoy nothing. You are free.
What's fascinating here is how Ashtavakra is connecting the idea of freedom to the realization that we are not the doer.
Okay.
Our actions arise spontaneously from the self, like waves in the ocean,
Okay.
and we are not the ultimate cause.
I'm trying to wrap my head around that.
Yeah.
So it's not about becoming passive or inactive.
No.
It's more about recognizing that our actions are part of a larger flow,
Uh-huh.
and we're not really in control.
That's a great way to put it.
Okay.
And realizing this, Astabakra says, is the key to true wisdom and happiness.
Mm-hmm.
Because when we let go of this illusion of control,
Right.
we also let go of a lot of unnecessary stress and suffering.
It's like we're finally able to relax and let go of the oars.
Yes.
Trusting that the current will carry us where we need to go,
Exactly.
which honestly can feel pretty scary at times.
Right.
But I guess that's where the trust comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Trusting that even though we don't have complete control,
Yeah.
there's a deeper intelligence at work.
Right. And this takes us to one of the most powerful verses in the chapter.
Okay.
Verse 1.7.
Okay.
Astabakra declares, you are the solitary witness of all that is forever free.
Wow.
Your only bondage is not seeing this.
That's a powerful statement.
It is.
So he's saying we're already free,
Mm-hmm.
but our ignorance of this truth,
Is what keeps us bound.
it's like we're prisoners in a cell with the door wide open,
Yeah,
but we're so convinced we're trapped that we never even try the handle.
exactly.
The key to liberation is simply recognizing the truth of who we are.
It all comes down to that.
And that truth is that we are this boundless awareness, the witness of everything, always free.
Yes,
I'm starting to see how this understanding can be so transformative.
it is.
Because if we're already free, then what are we striving for? What's the point of all the struggle?
Right, it really shifts our whole perspective on life. It's not about achieving something in the future.
Right.
It's about recognizing the freedom that's already present here and now.
So we've covered the first 7 verses of chapter 1,
Yes, we have.
and I already feel like I'm getting a glimpse of the Astabakra Gita's radical message.
It's pretty radical.
Where do we go from here?
Well, in the next part,
Right.
we'll delve into the rest of the chapter where Astabakra continues to dismantle our false beliefs and reveal the truth of our nature.
Can't wait.
He gets even more specific about how to break free from the illusion of separation and experience the boundless freedom that's our birthright.
Listeners, stay tuned for part 2 of our deep dive into the Astabakra Gita chapter 1.